Live from the Improv in Irvine, California, it's the Adam Carolla Show. Adam's guest today, extraordinarily funny comedian Brad Williams. We'll do news and trending topics with that asshole Chris Loxamana. Plus rounds of blah blah blah, and Adam Carolla is unprepared. And now, even though he's performing with a dwarf and an Asian, he has the smallest dick on stage, Adam Carolla!
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Irvine. Mijo! I'm not going to get into all the mijos tonight. I want to thank you guys for coming out. We have a guest who's was trying to join you in the audience, but she said there were no empty chairs. So thank you guys for filling this place up. I'm going to do a couple minutes, and we'll bring Brad Williams out, and we'll start the format. Yeah, we love Brad. I was watching a TV commercial. We got some Fox watchers out here, right? Have you seen this ad they've been running during, I think it was on Hannity, maybe Jesse Waters, but there's this new product. It's a facial care line. It's a face cream, and it's got an actual user of it, and it's a woman who's 69 years old, and she says, this cream works so well that every time I go out with my daughter, we get mistaken for sisters. And then she pauses and she goes, it never gets old. And I thought, not for you, bitch. I bet it's pretty fucking old for your daughter. She's 29 and looks like a hag. No one ever does. He looks like my daughter. Math. They go, oh, that's so great. They mistake you for sisters. Yeah, but she's got to be fucking miserable being mistaken for your old haggard ass. No one does the reverse math on mistaken for the daughter. I had my first, I love my Mike August stories because Mike's great. Mike's the best. So we had to get a notary here to sign something before the show tonight. And the notary was going to meet us here 15 minutes before the show and then go into the green room and get her stuff set up, and then I was going to sign and do the fingerprint and all that kind of shit with the notary. Have you guys done the notary thing? You know that thing? I've had this happen where they go, I need to see your driver's license. And then I go, you want the driver's license number? I know what it is. And she goes, I need to see it. And I go, I can tell you what the number is. And she goes, I need to see it. I'm like, do you not trust me? Or do you need to fucking see it? Well, they need to see it. So they got to get set up. I do notaries all the time. So I'm standing in the parking lot behind the club. The notary pulls up right behind me. Mike meets the notary. She's a kindly middle-aged woman with a large leather satchel filled with stuff, notary stuff. And I say to Mike goes, come in, we got to sign the notary stuff. I go, you guys go in, get set up, I'll be there in a minute. And he goes, she's already set up. I go, Mike, she's standing right next to you. She's set up. I go, Mike, she's not set up. She's got to go in and get set up, and then I'll go in and sign. Just give me a minute. And Mike goes, she's already set up. I go, Mike, did she fucking go in there and set up and then come back out, get in her car, go around the block, and then get out and act like she met you? I got a joke for you guys tonight that this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna say right out, this is gonna be tough. I was just doing some work with Jay Moore, and I like Jay Moore, and I was pitching him this joke, and he said it's never gonna work. And this man's been doing comedy for 40 years. But I said, I'm doing it anyway. He said, it's never going to work. And I've never done it before, so I wrote it down. And it's still probably not going to work. But here it goes. All right, you guys know Bruce Springsteen, right? He's the boss. He's Mr. New Jersey, right? Okay, now, he's always bothered me because in his song Glory Days, he says that guy could throw a speedball past you. He doesn't say fastball, he says speedball, which makes me think the boss doesn't know shit about baseball. But he says speedball. So I'm watching the Bon Jovi 5-part docu-series on Hulu, and John Bon Jovi is talking about getting old, and he's like, I think I lost my speedball. I said, wait a minute, is this a New Jersey thing? That you guys don't know what a fucking fastball is? You call it a speedball in New Jersey? Or maybe he just learned it from listening to the boss, because they're both Mr. New Jersey. But a speedball, where I'm from, is a combination of heroin and cocaine, right? That's what a speedball is. They're talking about a fastball. You lose your fastball. You don't lose your speedball. If you lose your speedball, you're a junkie or you OD'd. So then I come up with a theory, which is maybe everybody in New Jersey calls a fastball a speedball, but then if they were talking about cocaine and heroin, what would they call that? Would they call it a fastball? So my fantasy is to corner Bruce Springsteen and go, tell me how John Belushi OD'd. What killed John Belushi, Bruce Springsteen? A fastball. And I'd go, I knew it. And then I'd walk away and I'd hear him say, he was crowding the plate. All right, it kind of half worked. It was pretty conceptual, I will grant you that. But you went along with me on this journey. I don't know if you heard, but Mayor of New York, Eric Adams, is pissed off that he gave the keys to the city to P. Diddy. He gave the key to the city to P. Diddy, and he just had a press conference that said he wants it back. Someone's got to tell Eric Adams that's ceremonial. It doesn't actually open the city. Well, you guys will still be functional without P. Diddy's 9-foot skeleton key he has in Florida. Just announce it. You don't have to get it back. You don't have to get back symbolic shit. Like when Bill Cosby went on a raping spree, we didn't have to take back all his fake doctorates. You can't take back fake keys and fake doctorates. They don't exist. It's like trying to take back a compliment. So my feeling is P. Diddy can have the fucking key, and maybe you shouldn't hand out keys to rapists. I mean, that's just I'm gonna put together a committee, we're gonna explore that idea, but don't be so fast and loose with the keys next time. You guys see the Sports Illustrated bathing suit? Yeah, so, you know, Gayle King, 69 years young in a three-piece or whatever. Then you got the he-she's and the fat chicks. And I'm like, this is what we love about sports, right? There is no old for, you know, no one in sports goes, that guy is a pretty good cornerback for a 60-year-old fat guy. Thank you. All right, let's see. All right, I got one more here. I was, I do have pretty low self-esteem. I think people know that about me. Like, I have low self-esteem. Like, I'll go to medieval times, but I'll just do takeout. Just don't feel good enough about myself to watch tournament while I'm eating a mutton chop. This saddened me today. I was driving down PCH in Malibu, and I passed a lifeguard station. It's 100% true. I drive down PCH every day, but I've never seen this. A big sign on the side of the lifeguard station, which I had to write down, which said, "Keep our beaches hate-free." So evidently this is a problem now. There's a lot of hate going on. Like, you want to go to the beach Sunday? It's a beautiful day. Nah, I don't want to see another lynching. Want to go down to Hermosa? I would, but my Jewish grandfather doesn't want to go because he was rounded up and put in a gulag last time we tried to play pickleball out there. All right, you guys ready for the real star of the evening? This guy is funny. Now, there are other comedians that are funny. Brad Williams is funny, and there may be a comedian or two that's funnier. But pound for pound, I mean, Dave Chappelle's funny, but he's 209 pounds, you know what I mean? Brad's 300 ounces and packs the same comedic punch as some of the able-bodied greats. So let's bring him out. Brad Williams, everybody.
What's up, Irvine? How you doing? Yes. Pound for pound, the funniest fucker in the world.
I think you could wear that crown.
I think I should. And now I have a lot of ideas because I was backstage and man, there are so many fastballs back there. Just so many. And I had half an ounce, man. Drugs hit me a lot harder. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you guys need a whole lot of heroin, a whole lot of cocaine. I need a fucking hummingbird's beak of cocaine, and I'm up for 4 goddamn days. Okay, I am ready to go.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous because you ever hear. Let's go to the opposite extreme.
Okay.
You ever hear the stories? They go, Andre Giant.
Oh, yeah.
Andre the Giant would have to drink 70 cases of Michelob just to catch half a buzz, and I'm like, A, that's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
B, there's a lot of calories there.
Wow.
C, it sounds like a lot of work. Like you gotta go, he'd eat 14 whole chickens and drink an entire boot of whiskey.
Yeah.
And that was before noon.
Yeah.
Not Brad.
No, my nickname is 2 Beer Brad, and that's for a reason. I get fucked up so quick.
Oh, that's funny, because mine is 1 pump chunk. I thought it was a put down.
No, not at all. By the
Okay.
way, I always love when women use that as a criticism. You came so fast. It's like, you mean I'm fucking efficient?
Yeah.
You mean I got shit to do? I'm like, and by the way, when it goes the opposite way, it's an absolute compliment. Like, no man is gonna like put half a pump in. The woman goes, I came, and the man's like, fuck you, bitch. Like no one's gonna say that. If a man does half a pump and the woman's like, I came twice, you'd be like, I am the greatest lover in the history of the world.
Yes.
Like, we're not mad about that. We're efficient. We got shit to do.
And also, what is the opposite of coming too fast? It's not coming at all.
Yeah.
And you women take that pretty damn personally.
Yeah.
I also want to say this quickly, and it's always been a theory of mine
Speaking of
since
quickly.
Love Line. look, you don't have to raise your hands, but there's women who fake it.
Sorry, I'm just seeing this bottle of champagne. This would wreck me, okay? This bottle of champagne, if I can fucking pour this into a glass and do a whole Betty Page, like dive into it and just like do the backstroke through this shit, okay? This would be awesome.
It's a mini bottle of champagne.
I call that a bottle.
At home. Yeah. It's what Brad would use to christen a dinghy. I name thee Rowboat.
I smash one of those on my wife's vagina before I fuck her every time. Every time.
So the advice to the
yes.
women who fake it out
Yes.
there, and this is Orange County, so there's a fair number of you out there.
No, there's a lot because I'm looking around the room. There's a couple of, I don't know if this is a daughter or a gold digger. Like, there's a couple of those that, I'm from Fullerton. I fucking know this area, okay? It's a great game to play, like, are you related or just after the money? Like, it's fun. It's fun to play.
So,
The only people not laughing at that are the gold diggers, by the way. Right now, they're looking at their men like, no, I love your 79-year-old ass for you.
Yeah.
Because you have a spectacular personality, I'm sure.
Brad, why don't you finish the rest of that Kanye song for us in front of this partisan crowd?
Oh, the gold digger song?
Yeah. Okay.
No.
No.
I'd like to work again.
Women of Orange County
Yes.
who obviously fake your orgasms.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a piece of life strategy that you can thank me for after the show at the merch stand. Every between 8th and 10th fake orgasm, you got to hold it back. You got to say, you know what? It just wasn't happening today. I saw that lady on Oprah, got her face ripped off by the monkey, and I'm sorry.
Wow, that stopped you from coming?
He will never question your fake orgasm ever again, but you can't have an unbroken streak of 5,000 fake orgasms. He will catch on.
Yes.
So every once in a while, just fucking hold back a fake one and tell him you weren't feeling it today, and he will then believe you for the next 100 years.
Yes.
You're
1,000%.
welcome, ladies of Irvine.
Yes. Now, see, speaking of Irvine, I married an Asian woman.
Yeah.
And what? Don't act like that's a shocker that there's a lot of Asian women here in Irvine, okay? There's a fuck ton, okay? Anyway, my wife is Chinese. Chinese women do not fake orgasms. They give out their orgasms like praise for an A-. They're like, not acceptable. Like it's just... Like, if I don't come with it every night, it's just like, no. Like it's nothing. It's absolute nothing. My wife will look at me and just like, you have brought shame to your family with that performance. Like, it's horrible. And then if she doesn't come, seppuku, just right there, which is Japanese, completely different, but fuck it, okay? I still did the racist joke. I don't care.
She's like, Brad, here's a letter opener. Fall on it!
That's the English version of seppuku. That's what that meant.
That's right.
The Asians laughed at that because they're like, yeah, that's what happened to me when I got a B+.
They're high achieving. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
I know. They're kicking it. They're kicking our ass. Let's be honest. They found the key to success is don't do a lot of fastballs. Study hard, keep the family intact, all the stuff the white man refuses to do. Let's face it.
Marry a dwarf.
Marry a dwarf.
That's the key to success. No, people ask my wife, they're like, oh, so was it love at first sight when you saw Brad? And my wife's just like, no. That's not what I dreamed of. And it's not. It's absolutely not. Like, I'm a realist. At no point was my wife like 14 years old going like, one day I'm gonna marry a man half my size.
Yeah.
Like no, that was not her dream. Okay?
She's sitting there at 14 watching a Keebler commercial, diddling herself.
Yeah, that's when she became a woman.
And it fucking lock into her psyche.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to fuck in a tree house.
Yeah.
A magical tree house, an elven tree house where they make s'mores.
Yes. Her first sexual experience involved the words oompa, loompa, doopity doo. Okay, that is, which is actually my safe word. It was not her dream. That's how you know I'm really funny. People are like, Brad, you're a comedian. Are you funny? I just point to my 5'8" hot Chinese wife and go, fuck yes, I'm funny. Look at that's how fucking funny I am.
Yeah. Women have a lot of flexibility sexually. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
do.
They
What?
do,
Okay.
because guys don't have that kind of range. I mean, women can be with, are we calling you guys dwarves now? Midgets?
I don't know what the fuck.
Look,
I got corrected on a show. I made a midget joke. I said the word midget, and the host was like, Brad, you're not allowed to say that. I'm like, excuse the fuck me? Like, I'm not allowed to say it? You weren't at the meetings. What the fuck? Like, I was there. I had the vote. But I don't even know what the term is, because you're not supposed to say midget. You're like, and then I've said, like, no, I have dwarfism. They're like, Brad, you're not supposed to call yourself a dwarf. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what we're allowed to say. Because you're like, you're supposed to say little person. And I'm like, that's not very specific. Because if you heard a little person is at your front door, you're not picturing me, you're picturing a Mexican.
yeah.
They're very tiny people. They're like, oh, the Mexican is at the front. Like, that's what you're picturing. So we need a new term for my people. I nominate Big Dick Magoos.
I'm going to respectfully suggest hood ornament. There's a
That's
majesty to that.
Yeah, well, that's the dwarves in the lower income housing areas. Hood ornaments.
Yeah. In the hood.
Thank you.
That's why we needed to be out here together, Brad, so
Yes.
you could finish my joke.
Yes.
That's good.
Also, dwarves that are involved in the KKK. Hood ornaments. All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Irvine didn't like that one. Okay. We have a reputation of dwarves.
Oh, it
I
would
get
suck being a dwarf in the Klan.
Oh, it would suck.
Because you'd be all robed and hooded up.
Yeah.
And then everyone would be like, can you believe Chuck brought his son to a rally? Jeez, I'm hardcore, but I wouldn't bring my 9-year-old.
Yeah.
This guy's crossed the line.
And you're like, how do you know if a dwarf is ever in the Klan? If you ever see a dwarf just cutting holes out of, like, throw pillowcases, but if you're ever gonna get attacked by the Klan, the dwarf Klan is absolutely preferable because you're not afraid of those motherfuckers, okay?
Yeah.
Like if the dwarf Klan comes to your house, you're like, Jesus Christ! Oh, this is actually kind of nice. They're burning lowercase t's on the front yard. That is.
You'd be like, the dwarf clan, they're like, we gotta string this guy up, get the rope, and throw it over the bike rack. That's not higher.
No.
You gotta be taller. We're not getting it over the oak tree branch.
No, bike rack.
How much more time can we do on a dwarf clan?
Oh, I have so many jokes
I
written.
feel like you could do a pillowcase and just make it into a nightie.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be a two-parter like
No.
robe and hood.
No, it's it's a Klan one piece.
Yeah. Come pulling up on your pony.
Yeah.
My Little Pony.
Shetland. Yep.
Little Shetland.
Yep.
On there.
Shetland pony or a Great Dane dog, whatever is available. That's the thing. So, speaking of dogs, I actually have a pit bull. I own a pit bull dog, 90-pound fucking pit bull dog, which is great. And now the wife and I are thinking about getting another pit bull because they're fantastic dogs. If you think like they're so aggressive, that's a misconception. They're fucking not. They're great dogs. They're wonderful. They're loyal. They're amazing dogs. But the thing is, people don't know that. So I want to get a second pit bull and then walk down the street with 2 fucking pit bulls, and everyone's gonna look at me as a dwarf like that's the Beastmaster.
Oh
like,
yeah.
that is, like he's able to talk to animals. He has tamed the noble beast.
Yeah, you need a ferret on your shoulder. You really want to go full Beastmaster. And I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but if I were you, I would stand on the back of the two pit bulls and do what I call the Roman ride.
Oh, shit.
Just being propelled by the pit bull with Frodo and Proto on each shoulder, the ferret on each shoulder. Everyone would know you're coming, Brad.
Yeah, I'm just going to get a pair of rollerblades and I'm just going to yell, "Hyah!"
Yes.
That is how I'm going to get around the city. Did you see Brad? I don't know. Where was he? The fucking midget with the two pit bulls. That guy.
Yes.
The two noble steeds.
Gas is $7 an hour, but Brad has figured out a way to beat the system.
Yes.
Well, doesn't it seem like every week there's a major leak of customer info from phone or healthcare or other companies? That's right. People are getting all your information these days. I mean, they ain't breaking into your home anymore. They're getting your info. Well, that's where Aura comes in. All-in-one online safety solution helps protect your information about you, your family, and it stops it from being sold to data brokers. Data brokers are legally required to remove your personal information if you ask, but they make it difficult and time-consuming. Aura does the work for you. Aura also helps reduce annoying robocalls, telemarketers, and junk mail by sending takedown requests on your behalf. Plus, Aura monitors for identity theft before it happens and scans the dark web for your email addresses, passwords, social security number, and other sensitive information. So protect yourself with Aura, right, Dawson?
For a limited time, Aura is offering our listeners a 14-day trial plus a free check of your data to see if your personal information has been leaked online, all for free, while you visit aura.com/trust. That's aura.com/trust to sign up for a 14-day free trial and start protecting you and your loved ones. aura.com/trust. Certain terms apply. Be sure to check the site for details.
All right, should we do a little blah, blah, blog? Chris is out there. Chris has pulled up actual, he's in here.
Well, there he is.
Actual blogs from actual celebrities. And then it's all kind of in the setup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chris?
Here's the setup.
All right, here's the setup.
It's time for Blah Blah Blog, the game where we match the celebrity with their retarded online rant. Let's play.
All right.
Here we go.
Calling in police enforcement on nonviolent demonstrations of young students on campus is an escalatory, reckless, and dangerous act. It represents a heinous failure of leadership that puts people's lives at risk. I condemn it in the strongest possible terms. Is it Con Air's John Cusack?
Ooh, always good for one of those.
The Congresswoman from New York, AOC, or Marvel's the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo.
Oh,
Man.
You're playing the hits right here. I was hoping that at least one of them would be like, or was it from the Chappelle Show, Donnell Rawlings? That's what I was hoping for.
These are
the hits, though.
Mark Ruffalo is the hardest lefty blowhard on the planet, but the female version of him is Janine Garofalo, and I think they should come together to make a hard left blowhard super couple, and she could hyphenate his name. She'd be Janine Garofalo Ruffalo. The wokest person on the planet. Like, here comes Garofalo Ruffalo. Get that fucking plastic straw out of your drink, dude. She's gonna be all up your ass.
That would be so, how frustrating would it be if you had a stutter and you had to pronounce the name Garofalo Ruffalo? That's just so many R's. Yeah, either a stutter or you're Asian. Just so difficult. So difficult.
Also, bad name if you've had a couple of pops and a cop pulls you over for a DUI.
Where were you drinking?
I was hanging out with Janine Garofalo. Fuck, goddamn, get out of the car.
I don't even need you to say the alphabet backwards. I know you've been drinking.
All right, so now the thing is, let's see. So AOC, okay, they hate authority, they hate cops. It's always escalatory and all that stuff if someone's trying to enforce a fucking law. By the way, let a bunch of 9-year-old assholes take over a campus and cancel graduations. But AOC feels on the nose. And then Cusack I think Cusack has full-blown syphilis and it's eating his brain because he's going insane. I enjoy it, but he's going insane.
It's fun.
And then there's Garofalo.
Yes. Now, normally, because as I was listening to the tweet, there was no extreme language or like call to action or like fuck these pussies or anything like that. So, and that's usually a sign of the Ruffalo or John Cusack. So because the language was toned down, that sounds like a congressperson. I'm going AOC.
That's solid money choice. I got into some trouble. It was about a year ago. I was doing Sean Hannity's show, and somehow AOC's name came up, and I said, which I will repeat, although it angered people at the time, but that's my thing. I said, if she was fat, in her 60s, and from Minnesota, no one would ever listen to a word this bitch ever said again. And I stand by that. I'm gonna go AOC as well on this one.
The tweet belongs to AOC. Point
all right.
Put it on the board. Tied.
It's unprecedented that the United States of America's entire government would turn on its citizens and support our enemies. These are unprecedented, treacherous times perpetrated by unprecedented, treacherous scum.
Can't even tell what side this is on yet.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know if this is right or left. It could be both. Really?
Is it?
Oh.
From the Eurythmics.
Oh, Annie Lennox.
Annie Lennox.
God, she hates us.
Is it the Motor City Madman, Ted Nugent?
Oh, yeah.
Or actor Michael Rappaport?
See, that's the thing. Like I said, you couldn't tell what side it was on. You didn't know who they were talking about. So yeah, this could be right or left. See, once again, I gotta go with the language because I feel like if it was the only thing they said that was sort of crazy at all was the word scum. Like that's the only word that really stood out. So like, because if it was Ted, it'd be like, these motherfucking communist motherfucker, liberal hippie piece of pussy shits. Like that's what he would say. So I think that eliminates him. I'm friends with Rappaport. That sounds like my boy. I'm gonna say Rappaport. God, another name that's hard to say drunk. Rappaport. Yeah. Jesus Christ. If they get into a thruple with Ruffalo, we're all screwed.
Oh. I feel bad for Rappaport's upstairs neighbor in his apartment building, because every time some shit goes down in Israel, he's got to take to the fucking microphone, and all he does is scream and swear, and spittle flies out of his mouth. Annie Lennox. First off, if I have to hear that fucking Sweet Dreams song ever again in my entire adult life, I am going to kill myself.
They have better songs.
They have better songs. Play those songs.
Play Walking on Broken Glass.
Yeah,
it's a fucking good song.
That's right. Yeah. When I hear Sweet Dreams, I want to eat broken glass. Annie Lennox hates this country, but that doesn't feel like her. Ted loves this country. I hate to do it, but I go with Rappaport.
Oh shit,
as well.
The tweet belongs to the Motor City Madman, Ted Nugent.
I was wrong. Do we know what he was referring to the whole time?
You never really know.
Or that's just him at 9 a.m. Like these fuckers.
I like that he has a song called Stranglehold, and in that song, he just basically talks about getting a chick in a stranglehold and then smashing her face. And that's the least of Ted's digressions. Like the left hasn't even cracked their top 50
Yeah,
of why
it's
they
like-
hate Ted Nugent.
We'll get to that
We'll
eventually.
get to that. That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, here's the next one.
1 and 1.
Ban pornography. It is a psychological weapon intended to weaken our men.
P. Diddy. No? I'm going P. Diddy. That's what that was his apology. He blamed hitting Cassie on pornography. I don't know if he did or not.
I'm going to go Stormy Daniels' brother, Jeff. Oh, you don't know that? Oh, look it up. Oh, Google that shit. Come on.
Well, both of those people may have said it. The choices are from White Chicks, Terry Crews.
Oh.
From Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Russell Brand. Or, of course, conservative commentator Candace Owens.
Was that the whole quote? Just ban pornography?
Ban pornography. It is a psychological weapon intended to weaken our men.
Ooh.
All right. This could be any of them.
Yeah. Now, see, I have to imagine it in the accent for it to be Russell Brand. Say, ban pornography. It's a psychological tool to weaponize them. That's more Michael Caine. I'm sorry.
No, that was good.
It was Michael Caine. I thought I was going to do Russell Brand. I ended up doing Michael Caine. I'm sorry about that. It's very easy. I'm slightly racist when it comes to British people. It's true.
Give us a little Terry Crews.
Terry, I don't know. I just got to scream and make my tits jump. Like that's what he does.
Terry Crews was admitted into rehab for addiction to pornography.
Ooh, inside information.
Yeah, he went into rehab for his addicted to pornography, which is kind of interesting because I do understand the protocols, like if you're going in for a substance thing where they have to sort of check your bag and stuff like that.
Sneaking in heroin or whatever.
Right, but what about you can't stop beating off? Like, what do we do? Just take all the fucking doors off the showers? Like, how do we get rid of the paper towels? No. The napkins are bolted down to the table for lunch.
Yep. Do we have any shampoo in the shower? Jesus Christ, we left shampoo in the shower.
That's potential lube.
Ah!
They're gonna fucking open up their toilet and make toilet lube, those guys. All napkins, all form, all manner of squeegeeing, all forms of lube are removed. Take all the doors off the stalls in the bathroom, the shower doors, even the room doors. I should take every door off.
We are revealing way too much about all the items we've used to jerk off.
I know.
Like that is what. But I think that's better than going the opposite. Not to like go on a separate rant. It's kind of the same rant because it's about pornography. I watched the Aaron Rodgers interview on Tucker Carlson, and whatever you think, fine. But there was one part of that interview that stood out to me, and that's where Aaron Rodgers said, "I've never watched pornography."
Whoa!
And I saw that, and I'm like, "Oh, you've done some shit." Like.
Also, good news, Aaron. I've watched enough for the both of us, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I picked up the slack.
Yeah.
Number one.
Because Aaron was saying, like, oh yeah, they can, like, the government could put pornography on your computer and then they could say that you watched it. He's like, now thankfully I've never watched pornography. I'm like, you stuck both your fists up a man's ass and said hut. Okay, like you've done some weird shit. Like Aaron, like if you go into his past, anyone that says I've never drank, I've never watched pornography, I've never whatever, they've done some shit.
Well, A, I don't want to hang out with them.
No.
If it's true. B, I don't want to defend Aaron Rodgers, but he's possibly never watched pornography a day in his life because he's never had to. He was all state at quarterback, setting the Bay Area touchdown record. He's been getting his dick sucked since he was 16 and a half, nonstop.
Very
He'd
true.
probably have to push women off his cock. Now he's
true.
6'3", looks like a fucking model, and has been MVP 2 times in the league and is heading to the Hall of Fame. Yeah. He doesn't need pornography. Brad in high school. Brad needed pornography.
I needed pornography. I found whatever would work, whether it be the Scrambled Spice Channel.
Yes, I watched it all.
If you're of a certain age, you know the Scrambled Spice Channel. After 10 or 11 o'clock, you watch that one channel, and it was softcore porn. You didn't know. It was all scrambled. Every 3.5 minutes, one tit would come into focus, and you would just have to jerk off to completion within that minute and a half. You're like, yeah, I see a nipple. Like, and you didn't know if it was female nipple, guy nipple, if a farm animal had walked its way onto the set that day. You had no idea what you were jerking off to. You kids don't know how well you have it with your porn hubs.
Oh.
All of a sudden you type in plumber and it's just nonstop plumbers fucking. You don't know.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers probably had to say to his girlfriend in high school, look, could you stop blowing me so I could try beating off at least? I've never tried it before.
I want to know what this is like.
So if you're checking into the porn addiction clinic,
yes,
we got to take your phone, right?
Have to.
And the nurses all need to be fat, right? We can't have any shapely 27-year-old candy stripers shaking their moneymaker around.
You put on a nurse's outfit, I don't care what you look like. It's going to work for me.
That's a good point. Yeah, you guys are wearing scrubs, no nurses' outfits. That's right. And
Nurses
also, I got to control the cable, too.
Yeah.
Like Terry Crews going to be sitting there. Every channel has Davey and Goliath on it. And he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a deep cut.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, because of the porn addiction from Terry Crews, but also Russell Brand notoriously had a time back in his day, to say the least. He had a sex addiction, drug addiction, porn addiction.
Yeah.
He had everything. So he's also possible.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with the man with the screaming nipples. I'm gonna go with Terry Crews.
Well, this is tough. Like, I wanted to go Terry Crews too, hence the whole backstory about the porn addiction. But I'm now, and I don't know if Candace Owens, because I just don't feel like women should be allowed to speak about pornography. You know what I mean? I don't sit around and go, oh, my nipples are so sensitive when I'm on my period. I don't say that shit. Why? Because it would be appropriation. You're appropriating our porn. That's our fucking lane. Stay in your lane. We'll figure out how much porn we need to see without you weighing in.
By the way, the answer, not enough.
Not enough. All right, I'm just gonna break it up and go Russell Brand.
Okay.
All right, the tweet belongs to the appropriator, Candace Owens.
Not see that coming.
No.
Which is also the name of the porno I watched.
And if she had it her way,
Yeah.
you'd never see it coming.
Never see it coming.
All right. Here's the next one. Pretty sure every summer I post about my distaste for the season. I never liked going outside. Sun made me dizzy, but rain made me cold. I burned easily and bruised even more so. My parents, bless them, instituted basic summer rules. Go out for an hour and we'll leave you be for 23 more. As I got older and understood the chronic health issues and disability I was dealing with, my aversion made more sense. Ehlers-Danlos flares can be triggered by extreme temperature, and sensitive skin is a hallmark.
Conan O'Brien. No, I don't know.
In resisting what hurt, I'd formed, a full personality. Now, as an adult, unless I'm working, I don't think I've spent a full day outdoors in my adult life.
Jesus.
How much about your life do we need to know?
And you lost your virginity at age 47.
That's right.
Oh my God.
So this is just some love for everyone who feels like they're looking at summer as they live it, a voyeur, scared to miss out, but scared to jump in. Don't be so quick to offer self-judgment. You may be forming your own arsenal of superpowers as we speak, avoiding the water, but still making a splash.
Who the fuck is this for?
Yeah,
Who the fuck reads that and go, finally, someone who sees it from my perspective?
Well, you know,
The fuck?
Brad, there's a large contingent of albino hypochondriacs who hang on this person's every word.
Jumping in water but avoiding the splash? What was that last thing?
Yeah.
Don't be so quick to offer self-judgment. You may be forming your own arsenal of superpowers as we speak, avoiding the water, but still making a splash.
Avoiding the water but still making a splash sounds like how a girl helps her girl who's going through a breakup after they've all had way too much tequila.
Yeah.
Listen, bitch, you just gotta avoid the water but still make a splash. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to fucking Vegas, yeah.
You gotta enjoy the guac, but avoid the avocado.
It's the weirdest thing.
Doesn't make any sense. All right, who is this imbecile?
Is it the star and creator of Girls, Lena Dunham,
Okay.
Australian pop star Sia,
Uh-huh.
or British actress Jamila Jamil?
It's
There's no way you pronounce that
I
correctly.
know, I realized that in real time.
It's funny that Sia wears a wig where bangs hang over her face so she can't see you.
Yes.
But she's Sia, which is...
That's the worst, best joke I've ever heard in my entire life.
That's probably how she got named Sia. Hey, you see me? Nah.
See, I think Sia's put on this list because of the wig that covers her eyes. So you're like, she never liked going outside, so she puts a wig over her face. So even though she's out in public, it still acts like she's by herself.
Who decided, I mean, in the Sia department, she's like, what if a sheepdog became a pop star? Because I don't think anyone's ever combined those two elements.
A sheepdog, and she's actually wearing a ribbon in this photo on top of her head that's much like a poodle after they get groomed.
Yes. I do wonder, do you think Sia's other senses have been heightened, like blind? Like, you think Sia walks into a room and goes, okay, who farted? That was me, but that was yesterday. Yeah.
You had onions.
It's in the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This sounds to me very Lena Dunham, because this goes on for a long time, and and Lena's a writer, so she kind of enjoys the sound, reading her own words. I'm gonna guess Lena Dunham on this one.
Yeah, could be Lena Dunham.
Also, out of all the women on this photo that I would hope would stay indoors,
yeah, that's right.
Lena Dunham.
Let's not chill by the pool.
Yeah.
How come when...
Great, that's gonna get aggregated now. Awesome. Brad Williams says, Lena Dunham, stay the fuck inside. No.
People do this thing when fat chicks get naked, everyone goes, so brave. When fat dudes get naked, they go, so drunk. No one
Both
ever says
can be
brave.
true.
No one ever says brave when a fat dude gets nude.
And when dwarves get naked, they go, so magical.
So magical. All right.
No, if they come on you, you get 3 wishes. That's how it works.
Oh, you crossed the line.
Cross the line. Too soon? Too soon.
Listen, this is a heady Adam Carolla crowd.
Okay, yes.
All right, Lena Dunham, I don't know. She's very self-involved, so this could be her. I don't know who the British chick,
Jamila Jamil.
Was that Urkel?
Julia
That's
White.
Julia White, yeah. It's not
Different
Urkel.
Jamil?
Different Jamil.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still going with Urkel. I'm
Okay.
going Urkel, full right.
Name drop. I did her podcast. She was awesome. She was great.
Oh, you did Jamil's?
Yeah, I called her for that reason. I didn't want to pronounce the name incorrectly, but she was delightful. She was fun.
Is she Jamil?
I said, good point, you.
Yeah. Oh, shit. This is probably Lena Dunham. But I got to stick with Jamil because I committed already.
That long tweet belongs to Lena Dunham. Point Brad. So Brad is up 1.
Brad is up 1, which in Dwarf is actually up 5.
Yeah. That's right. It's like dog years.
Yep, pretty much.
Dwarf years.
Mm-hmm.
How old's your dwarf? Well, he's 13, so he's about ready to go.
You guys don't know this. Like, I got the beard. I'm 12 years old. You guys have...
Does your dwarf have the hip dysplasia? Mine got the hip dysplasia.
Yeah.
You gotta switch up the dwarf food.
Yeah.
You feed him the dwarf kibble?
The nuggets.
No.
Yeah, feed him the dwarf nuggets.
No, put it in the fridge. Come on, I love my dwarf.
All
You
right.
know, yeah, I had a great dwarf, and then he bit the neighbor kid, so we had to shoot him.
Yeah, we had kids and we had to put him down.
I had to put him down. Did you fix your dwarf? Yeah, he was humping everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, so.
All right, round 5. So Adam, you can tie.
I can
Okay,
tie.
you can
That's
tie.
all I can do is tie.
Okay.
Hopefully we have a tiebreaker.
We do.
Okay, good.
Get some roosters for eggs. Raise some bulls for milk. Then you will see that gender matters, especially at milking time.
Kid Rock.
Yeah. That's Kid Rock.
I'm just gonna go ahead and call it right now. That is Kid Rock. He's going after some udders. That's what he's doing.
Is it? From Hercules, Kevin Sorbo.
Oh.
The lead singer of Twisted Sister, Dee Snider. Or the author of the Harry Potter series, J.K. Rowling.
All right. Now that's kind of Rowling's lane right now.
Yeah.
Is the gender stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of I could, but like do they put J.K. Rowling on there because they want us to be fooled?
That's why you got to play the game.
Yeah. Now gender matters. That sounds like all right. That's a Sorbo tweet. For me it's between Sorbo and Rowling, which sounds like wow, that's a fucking Mad Libs threesome.
Also, it's kind of ironic that Hercules, the magical powered Hercules, like Hercules, the strongest man in the world, could be taken down because he voted for Trump. Probably not as all powerful as we thought. But what do you think? I'll let you go first, Brad.
See, I'm that guy that I think they put J.K. Rowling on here because they're trying to skew us that way. So I'll go Kevin Sorbo. This doesn't seem like a D. Snyder lane. It's not like they started talking about gender issues and he's like, we're not gonna take it. Like yeah, that's not that doesn't seem like his vibe. So I'm going Sorbo.
Oh, I liked Sorbo. But what's D doing and what's JK doing? Sometimes I'll put them up there because it is in their lane and they think you go past. I'm going D. Schneider.
Okay.
All right, the milking tweet belongs to Kevin Sorbo. Brad Williams is the winner.
Williams.
Point for him.
Until next time, keep your fingers on your keyboards and your heads up your asses so we can play another round of blah, blah, blah.
Wow, hands together for this man, Brad Williams.
By the way, that's the first time anyone has ever said the words "I'm thinking Sorbo." That has never happened. His wife hasn't even been like, "I'm thinking Sorbo tonight." Like that's not even happening.
I'm thinking Sorbo sounds like you want ice cream, but you're thinking Sorbo, gelato, froyo. Like, ice cream's a little heavy. I'm thinking Sorbo.
I'm thinking Sorbo.
Like, you want to get some Jimmy's on that Sorbo?
If there was like, what's the coffee that's not real coffee that your
Sanka?
Sanka. It sounds like the healthy alternative to ice cream.
Yeah, have
Like,
Sorbo.
Yes. So, yeah, vegan Sorbo. It's just like ice cream.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's gonna give you diarrhea for 4 fucking days.
All right, now we got the balls to pull. We also got a little news, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you want to do a little news?
Sure.
And then we'll get into the ball pulling here?
So some sad news.
Who died?
6-time Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest champion, Kobayashi, has announced he's officially retiring from competitive eating
Wow.
in order to live a healthy and long life.
There's a lot to unpack in that statement. First of all, I have I've never wanted Joe Coy to be with us more than right
me
now.
neither. Oh, my
He
God.
could do the voice. I
Miss
can't. I'll get
Kobayashi.
canceled.
Yeah. All right, can we at least agree on this? And does this make sense to you guys? The hot dog eating competition, they remove the dog from the bun. They dip the bun in a pitcher of water.
Yeah.
They basically shove it down their gullet like they're trying to fatten up a goose in Hungary so we can spread their liver on a Ritz. It's not how you eat a hot dog.
Yeah.
Here's the new rules for hot dog eating. First off, we get to have different hot dogs. We need a chili cheese.
Sure.
We need a Chicagoan.
Yeah.
We need different stuff.
You gotta
We need
have a
kraut-
brat.
A
You
brat.
gotta have a
We
brat
need a
from
kraut.
Wisconsin.
Right.
Boy, that's
We need
right.
a brat. We
Good
need
brat.
sauerkraut. We need a cornucopia of hot dogs, and you gotta do the entire fucking dog. No tearing it apart, no dipping it,
Yeah.
no keystering the dog and shoving the bun in your mouth. Well, how far away are we from that, honestly?
Sure.
We're
Hey,
there. There's
you
nothing-
just said it belongs in my body. You didn't say how it gets there.
There's nothing in the rule books
Yeah.
that says I can't keister a weenie.
Yeah. I mean, that's very true. We're in
By the way,
California.
I've said that in the bedroom more than once.
Said it, been yelled at. Yeah, the whole thing.
You have to eat. You get a rack of chili dogs. You get
Yeah.
a rack of. I'll throw in a wild card.
Okay.
Corn dog. If you eat the stick, I'll give you an extra 5 points.
Oh, hell yeah. I like that. Yeah. You have to eat-
Mustard, relish, full accoutrements, and no taking the shit apart.
No, you have to eat it like the rest of us. You have to be eating your dog while your wife is yelling at you, "Where's the kids?"
Right.
Because that's what's normally happening when I'm finally sitting down to enjoy the hot dog. That's
Yes.
my wife goes, "Where's our daughter?" And I'm like, well, fuck. Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm like running around a backyard, and she's a dwarf. She can hide fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can get into the underpinning without crouching down.
It's absolutely insane. Because I believe it was actually last 4th of July, Adam. We were at your house and we had a nice
That's right.
4th of July party. And at one point we couldn't find my daughter, and everyone's like, "Check your shoes." And thankfully we found her. It was great. She's doing great.
All right, so Kobayashi is hanging up the feedback.
Who are we gonna find to put a lot of wieners in their mouth on hot? Oh, we still have Kardashians. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. We still have them. I forgot. We still have Kardashians.
So yeah, he says, for the past 20 years I've been in this field. I worry about the consequences of my decision, but more importantly, I want to repair my brain and gut. And it looks like he is going to try to create a hot dog with healthier ingredients. That's what he's going to devote his life to.
I just think it's funny that now, like, it's like, so worries about your physical health later in life are taking the best football players and the best competitive eaters.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
know.
a gamut.
I agree. Everybody needs to give up their health and their skull and their brain function for our entertainment.
Yes.
Those are how the rules go. Thank
Yes.
you. All right. Well, Kobayashi is going to be missed.
He will be missed.
So an entertainment icon will be celebrating his 60th birthday this Monday. Todd Bridges.
Todd
Adam
Bridges.
Carolla.
That's right.
Adam Carolla is going to be turning 60 this
Wow.
Monday. So just want to say
Holy
happy birthday,
shit.
Adam.
And Adam, I can say this on behalf of the audience, you don't look a day over 65.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What?
In only 10 more years, you'll be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. So,
Oh, yeah.
now,
Yeah, how come there's no dude version of the fat old chick posing, you know?
It's just called the Fox News Nightly
That's
Lineup.
Right. That's right.
so listener Robert Lenfesti, every year he buys you a cameo.
Oh, really?
You remember last time it was like Natasha Henstridge.
Do you think the 80s band Cameo is on Cameo?
Oh my
And
God,
if
that's-
they're not, they're fucking leaving money on the table.
That's so meta.
Yeah.
You want to buy a cameo? Word up.
Yeah.
8 people got that reference. All the young kids are like, what the fuck did you just say word up for? That hasn't been popular. I know. Never mind.
The scrambled porn
It's
crew.
also
understood.
it's also a who's on first situation, you know? Who are you getting on Cameo?
Cameo.
I heard you, now who's the celebrity?
Cameo.
I heard you the third time.
Word up.
Well, if you don't want to answer, just tell me.
Cameo. I love that.
Sorry.
Well, he reached out to an old friend of yours to deliver you a birthday message.
Oh
I'm
my
going to put it
God.
on the screen here.
I can't even imagine. Oh, who's that?
This is Christy Canyon.
Oh my God, porn star Christy Canyon.
Candace Owens would hate this right now.
Oh my God.
but let's listen to what she has
Terry
to say.
Crews is triggered.
Happy birthday, Adam Carolla.
Shaking those
I
titties.
did wake up about an hour ago. Your girl from Colfax Elementary,
Yeah.
Christy Canyon. Okay, first of all, happy birthday. By the way, this is from your friend Robert. For starters, happy birthday, of course. My elementary school friend.
All right, don't make it weird.
See, if you and I ended up together, this is how you'd be waking up with me. I did throw on some lipstick for you, but that's about it. You know what? You're like an old shoe to me now. You're comfortable, you're safe.
You make a living with your tongue.
Dazzle, dazzle. Okay, I know you invited me to the Sadie Hawkins dance. I think that's what it was. I probably said yes and then never showed up, and not much has changed over 40 years. Give them that hope, and then I just don't show up. But I know that what's her face, my sister.
Yes.
Boy, are there stories there. I know that she had a crush on you, but obviously you like the brunette, which is moi, me, myself, and I. I wish on Cameo I could show you the old on golden blonde bush, but they
Rented
probably lock my account for life. It has been trimmed down since the 80s. I fucking love
Check
it.
your DMs tonight,
All
Carolla.
this technology. Who would have known when we're riding our Schwinns on Radford?
It's not the only thing she wrote.
That's right.
Other places, I don't think I can even say them. I do follow the rules, Adam. I'm not saying I don't make a U-turn every so often, but with that being said, I don't want to get kicked off a platform. I actually miss you, Adam. I haven't been on your podcast in, hold on, spam risk. Nope, we don't want spam risk. I haven't been
Porn stars.
on your podcast in years. I think the last time I saw you, and I don't want to give out too much info, I don't know how public these are, was at a house that you were residing in at some point.
What?
But you're adorable, Adam, and happy birthday.
Thank you,
Alright.
Christy Canyon.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, with that cameo, you're like, how did she never make it as a legitimate actress?
I know.
I'm shocked and amazed.
Well, was Peter North busy? You couldn't.
He was busy decorating.
Yeah, guys, don't laugh too hard because your wives will do the Peter North math. Yeah, he's decorating. He's with Martha Stewart doing a little interior design.
Oh, I'd pay for that.
All right, Christy Canyon. Okay, she kept talking about Colfax Elementary. I wasn't trying to fuck her in the 5th grade. I waited until I was a ripe old age of 15 and a half.
There you go.
She's 4 years younger than me. Okay. Let's not make it weird. No, she was hot when she was a young gal.
Sure.
Let's make it 18.
Yeah.
And no, her sister did ask me to go to the Sadie Hawkins dance, and I did go to the Sadie Hawkins dance with her sister. I did not ask Christy Canyon to the Sadie Hawkins dance. That would be a protocol interruption because the dudes aren't allowed to ask the chick.
Right.
Later on, when I was like 19 or 20 and living in my dad's garage in North Hollywood, then I had the swagger to ask her out, in which case she stood me up. But I had my revenge. Because 2 years later, I got back to my apartment in North Hollywood with my 3 roommates, and I walked in the front door after swinging a hammer on a construction site all day, and somebody said, Christy Canyon, and I'll leave her real name out of it, but they go, she made a porn movie called On Golden Blonde. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Because I've been wanting to see her naked for 14 years.
Four years.
I mean,
Adam.
4 years. 4 years. That's 4. That's right. What'd I say?
You said 4. Never mind. You said 4. We'll edit that in post.
No, well, it's like Roman numerals. We put the 1 before the 4 makes it a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, where is this porno movie? And they were like on Golden Blonde, and it's at a place on Lancashire in like Sun Valley, and I was like, to the Batmobile! And then I was at second story of my apartment. I literally slid down the banister and dove for my pickup truck, chirped into third gear, going down Laurel Canyon.
Yeah.
When we got hold of that on Golden Blonde with Christy Canyon in it, it was the greatest day of my life.
And that includes wedding days, birth of your children.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, way better than
No,
that.
for me, I got, hold on, just for the rankings, I got watching on Golden Blonde when I was 19 and a half.
Sure.
Winning the Toyota Celebrity Grand Prix.
Fuck yeah.
Winning the Toyota Celebrity Grand Prix in the Pro Division. Birth of my twins. A gap and then birth of the twins. I just want a space in case something comes up.
That's the thing. Everyone tries to shame me as a dude, like, oh, wasn't the birth of your child the greatest day of my life? It's like, no!
No.
It absolutely wasn't. That day was filled with me being in a room and my wife yelling at me in absolute pain and me being able to do nothing to stop it. All right? That's not the greatest day of my life. And then you see an alien come out of your wife and you're just like, and then they're like, hey, you have to keep this alive, and if you don't, we'll all judge you. That's not the greatest day of my life. You get no sleep. You're absolutely stressed out. My daughter had to go to the NICU. She's fine. She's absolutely fine. But that wasn't the best day of my life. The best day of my life was the day the Denver Broncos won a playoff game.
Yeah.
I called up a woman that I was seeing at the time, and I was like, the Broncos won a playoff game. Tim Tebow beat the Steelers. Holy shit. This is the greatest day. And then she's like, cool, we should celebrate. And then that night I had a threesome. That's the fucking best night. That's the best day of my life. And with our current situation, I doubt the Broncos are going to do that for a long ass time. So I'm going to enjoy that while it happens.
All right, next story.
All right, so
Her first name is Missy, by the way, if people want
She
to
could have just gone with Missy. That's
Canyon.
that's a good porn star name.
I know, I think they want alliteration. All right.
Yeah.
So, a lot of graduations happening right now. University of Massachusetts Dartmouth's 2024 commencement speech had Robert Hale Jr., billionaire, doing the commencement speech in front of 1,200 graduates. And what he did was he said that the greatest joys that he has, or one of the greatest joys, is the gift of giving. And then he brings up all these duffel bags onto the stage full of cash, and he tells all the students, I'm giving you all $1,000 today.
Wow.
Cash.
Fuck yeah.
I want to go to a strip club with this dude. It's never going to stop raining.
Duffel bags.
Oh, my
There's
God.
a catch, though.
What's the catch?
So they got them.
You have to catch the duffel bag.
You have
He
to- a
slings
literal
it
catch,
over his
yeah.
head.
Yes.
So they're divvied up in $500 envelopes, like envelopes filled with $500. One that says gift, and the other one says to give, and you have to give away the other $500.
Uh-huh.
So the students got two envelopes, one for them and one that they have to give away.
So give it to your other friend, and then you both go to the strip club. Done and done. That's fantastic. Now they're like major celebrities like Will Ferrell, Conan O'Brien, Seth MacFarlane
Jerry.
doing voices.
Seinfeld.
Like people pay hundreds of dollars to see Seinfeld speak. He's doing it. You want to know who the commencement speaker was when I was at USC? I didn't graduate, but whatever. But if I had graduated, I dropped out to do stand-up comedy. But if I had graduated, you want to know who my speaker would have been that year?
Who?
Antonio Villaraigosa. Fuck him.
Former mayor.
How does he get a goddamn terminal named after him at LAX? Who'd he have to fuck?
I don't know. Speaking of terminal, I hope he gets cancer.
Yeah.
It's done a lot of damage to man. I'm bitter. Also, this sets the bar for every other commencement. For like next year when Seinfeld does another one, he's going to be like, students, faculty, give us some of that Pop-Tart money, bitch!
Yeah. He'll be up there like, what's the deal with caps and gowns?
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be like, give us your fucking money. Sell 2 Porsches and pay us all $1,000.
That's right. All right. What else? One more.
All right, so this truck driver out here in Southern California, he received an unexpected package in the mail. It was a live rattlesnake. And there was also cotton balls in the box, so you couldn't hear the snake rattling, I guess.
What the fuck?
But
This is a Saw movie? What is this shit?
yeah, he's 60 years old, and he says that when he opened it, he would like this to be investigated as a murder attempt.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
That's if you ever saw Kill Bill.
Yeah.
That was the murder success that happened in that with the Black Mamba. So I side with him. How's the truck driver? Is that like an Amazon truck driver, or does it say?
Does not say who he works for.
Who puts a hit on a truck driver?
It's a drug deal.
Oh, is that what it is?
Because he's a drug mule, and then he stole money, and then this is how the drug dealer kills him. Maybe I've watched too many movies. Or maybe I'm writing one right now. I don't know.
You know what's weird? We have almost no regard for reptiles or rattlesnakes in general, because if he said somebody tried to kill him by putting a puppy in a box, you guys would all go, what the hell? But you go rattlesnake, and you go, all right, I'm listening.
He poisoned the puppy's claws.
That's
and
right.
then put him in a box full of cotton balls. He'd be like, burn them. Find out who sent that and burn them all in hell. But
Yeah.
now they're like, it's a rattlesnake.
I get boxes sometimes and I don't open them for like 2 weeks. Maybe it's a rich white guy thing. Do you think that's what it is?
Are you doing it so whatever animal that was in there that was trained to kill you will die?
That's a good point.
I just
Yeah.
have my daughter open them.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, that's why I had her. You know?
Hey,
She also tries my food before I eat it. Very important.
you think she could swing by my place like later in the week? Because I got some parcels that I'm scared to open. All right, let's do one more before we get into these balls here.
All right, so Scarlett Johannson.
Oh, yeah.
She's really upset. So she was asked to be the voice of an AI for an AI company. They would use her voice for the speech-enabled assistant named Sky, and she said no. And so this company creates an AI assistant anyway, and the voice sounds a lot like her.
Yeah, so this is the problem with ripping people off. You can't give them a heads up, and then they pass, and then you rip them off. You can't give them the heads up first. This is what happened. I know you guys are all thinking about Ivan Reitman in Ghostbusters. He went to Huey Lewis, and he said, we want you to write us a Ghostbusters song. And Huey Lewis said, pass. And he went, okay. And then he wrote a song that was a ripoff of a Huey Lewis song. And then Huey Lewis sued him and got paid a bunch of dough because he went to him first.
Right.
Don't go to the person first. Just rip them off. Anybody
Welcome
here?
to our TED Talk.
Yes. Any porch pirates in the house tonight? You don't pick up the fucking box of rattlesnakes and go to the front door and go, hey, just checking if I could. No, you just steal the shit and run off laughing into the night.
Yeah, you don't run up and just stare right at the Ring doorbell cam for 20 minutes and be like,
That's right.
And then just fucking do it.
No, Brad doesn't pull up a phone book and stand on it and get right into that ring. So how much money is Scarlett? Scarlett Johannson doesn't need any more good stuff, does she?
No.
She's got enough.
She's got enough.
That money needs to go to charity.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
She's good.
All right. And who should, I'm trying to think, like, who would be a good AI voice?
I tell you who would be a good voice for
Ted
AI.
Koppel.
Ted Koppel.
That's right.
I'd be a good voice for AI. Ask me any question. I'll answer it for you. I'm newsman Ted Koppel. People under 30 have no idea who the fuck I am. They're looking at me very confused. People older are like, I know that voice. I trust that man. I would let him watch my children. That's Ted Koppel.
Hey, AI, I'm looking to sear a steak. How would I do that in an iron skillet?
Let me tell you, when you want to sear a steak, or if you want to season a steak, you just need a little salt, a little pepper. If you use anything else, you're queer.
Well, I don't know about that end part, AI, but
No,
hey,
it's
AI.
okay. There's nothing wrong with being queer. I've had a lot of fun down in Mexico. Let me tell you. Have you ever been to Bangkok? Let me show you.
Hey, AI, I like the band Two Live Crew. When are they coming to town so I can see them in concert?
Two Live Crew, very famous for their song Big Booty Hose, Up With It. And lick that up and down, lick it till your tongue turn doo-doo brown. You think I'm joking? That was one of their lyrics. Very imaginative writing. It's a wonder they didn't win the Pulitzer.
AI, didn't they have a Me So Horny hit too?
Yes, me so horny. That was one of the names of their song. Clearly trying to repair the relations between the black and Asian communities.
Well, it's a lot of commentary for a simple question about a concert date, AI.
Listen, I'm not saying that Two Live Crew, you can get them on the cheap, but I'm pretty sure they'll play your bar mitzvah for a six-pack. It's been a while. That's what I'm trying to say.
Thanks,
They're available.
Listen, AI, I'm trying to sear a steak here, so if you could kind of pipe it down a little bit, I want to focus.
Is the steak making you so horny? Was that the question?
You know what, AI should have never brought up the whole Two
You
Live
can
Crew.
sear a pussy with a steak.
Okay, AI,
That's what they say when they say medium rare.
AI, I have my special needs daughter in the kitchen with me. Could you tone it down a little?
Special needs. How old is she?
Okay.
The best part about special needs, no one believes them when they complain.
AI, I think you're really crossing the line here into some dark territory.
What are you talking about? You don't trust me? I'm newsman Ted Koppel.
And scene. Yeah. Pound for pound. Strongest comedian.
I'm going to get a very strongly worded letter from the Ted Koppel estate. I have a feeling that's going to happen.
All right, Chris, are you going to pull a couple of these balls?
Speaking of pulling balls,
Uh-oh, Ted.
I've been to Bangkok. Here, it'll cost you a lot of money. There, you give them a hand sandwich, they give you a rub and tug.
Wow. All right, yeah, there it is. We got one. We got two.
Here's one. This one says, here's a topic I'm very familiar with when I go to Bangkok. Anal.
Well, first off, I don't know if Kobayashi was gay.
Man, the way he could handle a wiener.
I'm just
Kind of got me turned on.
I'm just saying I hope he's a top, because after one of those contests, you don't want to sneak up behind that man. I have to speak as a physician every once in a while. I'm not always a comedian.
People want to know what my pickup line is. I tell them, stay tuned for Nightline. Nope, that one didn't fly. Okay. Going a little dry on the Ted Koppel humor, which, by the way, if anyone knows anything about going dry, it's your boy Ted Koppel.
Now, let me ask this.
What am I doing?
Let me ask this. Let's try to be honest here about the third input. Do guys...
Never heard it called that, but I'm never going to call it anything different.
It was also one of the Fast and Furious movies as well. I think it was number 3. Do guys really like it, or do they know women hate it, and thus they like it because they know the woman hates it? And it really is, no matter how cuckolded you are, pussy whipped you are, it will be the one time you're in charge. For that fleeting moment.
Absolutely. I think it's because we know the women hate it, because the only time I think, hey, maybe I'll, ask the wife for a little anal is after she's made me watch like 4 hours of 90 Day Fiancé. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, you're getting it in the ass tonight. That we could have been doing anything else.
Yeah. Weirdly...
By the way, it doesn't even hurt if a dwarf fucks you in the ass.
No.
Probably not.
No, I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
I'm in his ass right now.
I thought a crane fly landed on my back.
Yeah.
I tried to shoo it away. All right, let's pull another one. People are eating nachos here tonight. I feel bad for them.
Okay. Well, here's might be something that leads to anal. Psychedelics.
Psychedelics.
And then they drew a picture of a mushroom in case I didn't know what psychedelics was.
Right.
I'm glad the same person that made the psychedelics ball didn't do the same thing for anal. In case you didn't know what anal was, let me draw a picture of it. Just so you're clear.
Well, they're all the rage now.
Yep.
Everyone's microdosing.
Speaking of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. And it helps with everyone's stuff, although I don't know if everyone should have something, because everyone's always like, it helps with my anxiety. And I'm like, you're 23 and you live at home. How much you have 500 channels on your TV set and a computer and your phone? How much fucking anxiety can you have? Does everyone have to have anxiety?
Yes.
And then everyone microdoses, and nobody, I don't know, Brad, if you've ever completely tripped out on mushrooms before.
Not on mushrooms, but I don't know. Based on my traumas with the game Super Mario Brothers, I feel like I absolutely should try mushrooms. It might cure my dwarfism. Anybody? Okay. It's a long way to get there, but we got there. No, I have never tried psychedelics. Several comedians really want me to do psychedelics, which I think is a bad sign. Ari Shaffir is like, bro, you have to do psychedelics. It'll be great. And I'm just like, I'm the thing most people see when they try psychedelics, okay?
True.
So, most people when they try mushrooms are like, there's midgets everywhere. So like, I don't know what would happen if I actually tried psychedelics. That would, I don't know what I'd see.
Oh, you'd be trapped in the land of the giants.
Ooh, the 5-foot people.
Yeah. You would
Mountains of
freak
men.
out.
Yeah, no, I don't want to know. Like, I think of my jokes, and you guys heard the kind of shit that comes out of my head when I'm fucking sober. I don't want to know what is going on in my head when it's like, ooh, now you're really opened up and no restrictions. I'm like, that's not gonna go well.
Also, like the whole ayahuasca retreats people are talking about. It's like, first off, I love when they give you the travel guide for it. They're like, well, first you shit yourself for the first day.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm out. I'm looking for a sort of hammock-based, rum-based experience for my vacation, not shit myself, and then never stop throwing up.
Because I can go to Lake Tahoe with a bottle of fucking whiskey, sit in a hammock, and have the best goddamn day of my life. Okay, like that sounds like a good trip. Or like smoke pot and watch a band play The Sphere in Las Vegas.
Yes, I agree.
That sounds fucking awesome.
And they're always like, well, yeah, but you take the ayahuasca and you purge all those bad feelings. Like, purge out of my ass?
Yeah. Yeah, that and like, Will Smith was like, I do a lot of ayahuasca. And he did it and then slapped one of the greatest comedians of all time. So, not that I could do that. I'd be like, I'm taking out your knee, Bert Kreischer. You know,
enjoy your shins while they last. Yeah, I agree.
I know a lot of people that it's done a lot of good for. My friend Neil Brennan swears by it. He calls it the medicine. But and if that's him, and if that's you, if you have fun on psychedelics, fucking great. I'm glad. Whatever makes you happy, great. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I feel like, look, are we out of booze and sports? And if the answer is yes, then I'll go on your magical mushroom retreat with you. But as long as there's booze, and as long as there's UFC, I'm good.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Good stuff.
Let's do one or two more.
All right, let's pull some damn balls. Here's one. It says, ooh, this can be interpreted a couple different ways. Could be the band, could be the animal. Monkeys.
Monkeys. I like monkeys. I don't like when people give me the speech about how strong they are, because they're really just talking about how weak we are, essentially. Mm-hmm. They have the strength. They go, they have the strength of 10 men, but they're really saying 10 you.
Yeah, not
and they're
very
calling
impressive.
they're calling you a pussy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, 1000%.
Yeah. And I don't know, everyone would frown on you if you ate a monkey, but I don't know why they're off the food table. And we pick and choose our stuff really weird, you know? We eat octopi.
Yeah.
We eat cows.
Yeah, we
listen,
eat fucking octopodes, and they're like considered one of the smartest things on the planet that are not human beings.
Well,
But
look, if we can eat an ostrich, we can eat anything. People eat emus, right?
Yeah.
Which are essentially the same as an ostrich, right? And if you ever picture an ostrich and you go, yeah, we can eat that, then why is there any other living thing off the table? You know what I'm saying? So we should start eating monkeys for one.
Speaking of Ted
I
Nugent,
just saw Planet of the Apes, and now I'm starting to worry that they may be taken over. You guys saw that. I had a great conversation. You ever have
by the
those-
way, that's a movie you should see on mushrooms. Holy fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the fucking Apes.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah. 2 hours, 10 minutes, and almost no shit flinging.
Yeah, it's like they have swords and they have other weapons. I'm like, they're avoiding the weapon that all apes possess,
That's
which
right.
is the poo flinging.
That's right. No poop. Maybe on the director's cut. I don't know. But I saw it in the theater, and
That's
I saw...
in the parody that's starring Christy Canyon.
Yes.
The poo flinging.
If I were writing the review, I would be Planet of the Apes was fair to Midland, but it left this reviewer cold for its sheer lack of poop flinging. All right, let's do one more.
Okay, one more. Here we go. Let's see what this will be fun. Dementia.
Dementia. First off, there has to be a black woman named Dementia somewhere.
We named her after our grandmother.
Dementia Jones, come to the front of the class. There's got to be a black woman named Dementia. Maybe a La Dementia, something like that. I know it seems like everyone's parents is getting dementia.
Sure.
And I think everyone gets dementia eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Normally,
Just
you don't...
like herpes.
Yeah.
What? Just
Normally, when you get dementia, we try to steer you clear of things like, you know, stove burners and toaster ovens, but running the United States is probably something you should steer clear of. But I'm now just starting to think that we're all fucking living too long. That's why everyone eventually gets dementia, because we should have died on our 72nd birthday, and everyone's making it to 87, and then we're surprised that you have this thing that kicks in when no one made it that far. So you look back and you go, well, in olden days, nobody had dementia. And then some bitch from Santa Monica's like, that's because they didn't drink out of plastic bottles. No, it's because they didn't see their 45th birthday, bitch.
they died early.
Yes, they stepped on something rusty and it killed them.
Yes. See, that's my thing, Adam. I like, knock on wood, I don't think I'll ever have to experience dementia, because God knows I'm not making it to 82. Because there will be an owl or
Something's gonna snatch you out of the yard.
something's gonna get me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be taking my dog for a walk, and all of a sudden, fucking crow, one of your attack crows, is
Boom.
gonna come down, pick up old Brad Williams, and then no one's gonna save me, because everyone's just gonna look up and be like, I think that's their version of Uber.
Yeah. What happened to Brad? He got dropped into a volcano. That's how I heard it.
Yeah, because you know how crows will like pick up nuts, take them to a very high height,
Yeah.
and then drop them, and then see how it'll crack open, and that's how they get the nut inside. That crow's gonna look at me and go, I wonder what's inside that fucker. Like,
Yeah.
he looks like a piñata. He'll be full of candy.
And then later on, when the young crows hatch, it'd be like, why is your young son Crow so funny? I fed him Brad Williams when he was young. That seems like a bizarre enough note to go out on.
Yeah.
Let me give Brad a plug.
Yeah.
Bend over, bitch.
Okay.
Starfish, very funny YouTube special. Please avail yourself of that.
Yeah.
He's going to be back here August 2nd through the 4th. He may never leave.
Yeah.
He may just...
Irvine Improv, August 2nd through 4th. We were having fun improvising. If you want to see the jokes I've written and that are really, that you want to see the actual stand-up act, buy some tickets, come on back.
Brad Williams.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's just going to go to the green room, pull up a dog bed,
Curl up.
curl it up until early August.
That's
All
right.
You go to adamcarolla.com for all the live stuff. You guys were great tonight. Until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Brad Williams. Say it. Mahalo.